Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvaridhari Yashodanandana Brajjana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajjana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Banachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, श्री श्री राधा कालाचार्य जी की जय. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity to speak in front of you, although I am not qualified. But yesterday I called Prabhupada Priya to find out what is my qualification to sit here. So she gave me one nice suggestion, just do it as a service for all the Vaishnava. And I'm so grateful to Antaryami Mataji that she came here to just give me her blessings. Although I'm not qualified that she should come here and listen my class, but I am very grateful, Mataji, Please accept my humble obeisances in your lotus feet. And thank you so much all the Vaishnavas who are present here just to give me your blessings. And I'm very grateful to Shishi Radha Kalachandji that although I sincerely say this is not like from my outside of my heart, from within my heart I'm saying I have no qualification to sit here in front of all of you to say something. But he desired so and he gave me instruction through the Vaishnava and I'm sitting here. Thank you so much. And I pray to Srila Prabhupada and my Guru Maharaj that I should not offend any devotee while saying something. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Radhanath Swami Ti Namane. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pascharya. So today we are reading next chapter from Canto 8, chapter 11, right? Verse number 1 to 9. So are we first reading the translations? So the chapter name is King Indra Annihilates the Demon. Actually, I was reading about this in the previous chapter, that how they were fighting and Indra got bewildered and all the demigod got bewildered when Bali Maharaj sent the illusion of mountain, and everybody was so scared that burning trees were falling on the on demigods. Lot of other things were coming, so they were dying, and they got so bewildered they started meditating on Krishna, and Krishna appeared and he protected them literally. So this is a nice thing that they have that mood to take shelter of Krishna, and which demons does not have. So that's where they are lacking. Otherwise, they are equally powerful as demigods. Yeah. Can we start reading translation?
Shukadeva Goswami said, "Thereafter, by the supreme grace of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Hari, all the demigods headed by Indra and Vayu were brought back to life. Being enlivened, the demigods began severely beating and the very same demons who had defeated them before."
Yeah, because now they have got power from Sri Hari. I think he is the same one who protected Gajendra. Right, Mataji? Sri Hari. Yeah. Yes, Mataji.
When the most powerful Indra became angry and took his thunderbolt in hand to kill Maharaj Bali, the demons began lamenting, "Alas, alas."
Because he was a king, so they were scared, because if the king will die, something happened to the king, what will happen to their soldiers or entire people? So they were scared.
Sober and tolerant and well equipped with paraphernalia for fighting, Bali Maharaj moved before Indra on the great battlefield. King Indra, who always carries the thunderbolt in his hand, rebuked Bali Maharaj as follows.
Indra said, "O rascal, as a cheater sometimes binds the eyes of a child and takes away his possessions, you are trying to defeat us by displaying some mystic power, although you know that we are the masters of all such mystic powers."
See how brave, how brave Indra is. Just now, Bali Maharaj defeated them by sending his illusion, by putting his power. And they were dying, they were devastated, and they had to take shelter of Krishna. But now the same Indra, just now, he started saying, "Oh, you are like this, you are using What? He's saying rascal. A cheater. See how brave he is. Yes.
Those fools and rascals who want to ascend to the upper planetary system by mystic power or mechanical means, or who endeavor to cross even the upper planets and achieve the spiritual world or liberation, I cause to be sent to the lowest region of the universe.
So anybody remember any example of this translation? Did he do something to someone? It might be possible. That Jaishnav, remember the name of that king who was trying to go on the heavenly planet? Yes, Trishanku. And he took shelter of, there was a war between Vishwamitra and Vashisht. So he wanted to show, Vishwamitra wanted to show his prowess. And Trishanku took his shelter, so he wanted to send Trishanku on the heavenly planet without any qualification. But Indra was not ready to bring him there. So he was like pushing him down and he was pushing him up. And I feel like it is mentioned in Bhagavatam that he is still there rotating somewhere in the space. Poor Trishanku. Because he was trying to climb there without any qualification. So Indra says that I have that power that I can let anybody cross this upper planetary system. Yes, next.
Today with my thunderbolt, which has hundreds of sharp edges, I, the same powerful person, shall sever your head from your body. Although you can produce so much jugglery through illusion, you are endowed with a poor fund of knowledge. Now try to exist on this battlefield with your relatives and friends.
Now see, he is mentioning that you are endowed with poor fund of knowledge. And now you will see that how intelligent Bali Maharaj is going to be. And whatever is happening just to glorify Bali Maharaj. And at the end of this book, we would see that what position the Bali Maharaj is going to get. So Krishna is arranging everything to uplift Bali Maharaj in front of everyone. Yes.
Bali Maharaj replied, all those present on this battlefield are certainly under the influence of eternal time, and according to their prescribed activities, they are destined to receive fame, victory, defeat, and death, one after another.
See, can we expect this kind of conversation from a demon? But he is a demon Mahajan. He is not ordinary demon. Bali Maharaj, actually we have 12 Mahajan, and out of those 12 Mahajan, 2 are demons. Who are those? Yes. Although Virochan is a direct son of Prahlad Maharaj, but he could not show that kind of characteristic as Prahlad Maharaj has. But by grace of Krishna, that quality, sometime we cannot give to our kids, but that comes to our grandkids. So Bali Maharaj imbibed that mood of Prahlad Maharaj, having that intelligence of Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. And now he is teaching him what is right, and what is the thing? Like, he's a demon, and he has to fight against the demigod. That is his duty. He has to fulfill his duty because Krishna has already mentioned that whoever is there in whatever varnashram, they have to follow their duty. So he has to do what demons does. But on the other hand, he has his own intelligence, his spiritual intelligence. So he is trying to teach Indra what is the manner, what is the etiquette. Although Krishna is with you, but you need to learn what is the proper etiquette to talk, how to behave. Next.
Seeing the movements of time, those who are cognizant of the real truth neither rejoice nor lament for different circumstances. Therefore, because you are jubilant due to your victory, you should be considered not very learned.
Yeah. So he's advising him, don't be so happy. Because when victory and defeat comes and goes, like night, after night we have day, and after day we have night. So sometime our days are very merrier, very happy, very happy days, very comfortable days. And all of a sudden it becomes so difficult that we think that, oh, how I'm going to escape from this situation. So we find the ways to go away. But all these things are not permanent. That is a good thing in this material world. Otherwise, like spiritual world, if everything is permanent here, we would have been like that. Yeah, next.
Text 9. You demigods think that you, your own selves, are the cause of your attaining fame and victory. Because of your ignorance, saintly persons feel sorry for you. Therefore, although your words afflict the heart, we do not accept them.
He's telling the truth. That you are thinking that your own self is a cause of attaining victory. But this is not so. Because just now Lord appeared. And Lord is still there. He is helping. We will read that, I think it is already past, that Kalnemi, he was sitting on the lion, he threw something on Garuda and Lord cut his head, that demon's head. So they were like so demonic that Krishna was present there. We want to see Krishna and Krishna is present in front of demon. And they're like attacking him. How ignorant they are. Okay, so that's it till 9th. Okay, let's take text 8. Tad idam kala rashanam jagat pashyanti surayah na hrishyanti na shochanti tatra yuyam pandita tad idam kala rashanam jagat pashyanti surayah na hrishyanti na shochanti tatra yuyam panditah. Anybody? Tad idam kala rashanam jagat pashyanti surayah shanti na shochanti tatra yuyam na panditah. Jagat pashyanti suryah na rishyanti na shochanti tatra yuyam panditah. Tad idam kala rashanam jagat pashyanti rishyanti na shochanti tatra yuyam pandita. One more. Tadinam kala rashanam jagat pashyanti suraya. Tat, therefore, idam, this whole material world altogether. Kala Rashanam is moving because of time eternal. Jagat, moving forward, this whole universe. Pashyanti, observe. Surya, those who are intelligent by admission of the truth. Na, not. Rishyanti, become jubilant. Na, nor. Shochanti, lament. Tatra, in such. Yuyam, all of you demigods. Apradita, not very learned, having forgotten that you are working under eternal time. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Seeing the movement of time, those who are cognizant of the real truth neither rejoice nor lament for different circumstances. Therefore, because you are jubilant due to your victory, you should be considered not very learned. Purport. Bali Maharaj knew that Indra, king of heaven, was extremely powerful, certainly more powerful than he himself. Nonetheless, Bali Maharaj challenged Indra by saying that Indra was not very learned person. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna rebuked Arjun by saying, Ashochanan vashochastvam pragya vadansha bhashasi gatasuna nanu shochanti panditaha. While speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor dead. Thus, as Krishna challenged Arjun by saying that he was not a pandit or learned man, Bali Maharaj also challenged Indra and his associates. Actually, I was hearing one lecture that I think my Guru Maharaj's only, that he was mentioning that this is Shudra mentality, to lament on the worldly thing, on the sense gratificatory part. Like they will, if they will die, that how I am going to enjoy this material world. Who is going to support me? Who is going to be with me? So this is called Shudra mentality, because this is not higher principle of life. So in this material world, everything happens under the influence of time. Consequently, for a learned person who see how things are taking place, there is no question of being sorry or happy because of the waves of material nature. After all, but it's very difficult. Point to be noted, because we are totally engrossed. After all, since we are being carried away by these waves, what is the meaning of being jubilant or morose? There is no meaning, but for self-realized soul. But for ordinary people like me, it matters, it hurts. One who is very fully conversant with the law of nature is never jubilant or morose, because of nature's activity. In Bhagavad Gita 2.14, Krishna advises that one be tolerant. Tam titikshva bharata. Following this advice of Krishna's, one should not be morose or unhappy because of circumstantial changes. This is a symptom of a devotee. A devotee carries out his duty in Krishna consciousness and is never unhappy in awkward circumstances. Actually, that is where we have to see where is the depth of our bhakti. If we are getting very easily affected by things, so we have to stop and like meditate, like where we need to improve, where we need to go. Yesterday I was hearing one lecture of Guru Maharaj. So he was saying that this happiness is not external, outward. This is internal happiness. Although I'm very far from it, but I heard it from Guru Maharaj, and I'm just sharing his word. It's not my word. It's because I have not realized it yet. But he's saying that this happiness, spiritual happiness, is internal. If we are internally happy, then external things will not make us sad. We will come out of it easily, because that is not going to change us. He has full faith that in such circumstances, Krishna protect his devotee. Avashya rakhibe Krishna. Therefore, a devotee never deviate from his prescribed duty of devotional service. That is there. Like whatever happens, once I remember, we know one devotee from Atlanta. So his mother passed away, although she was very old. But generally, when somebody dies in our family, somebody passes away in our family, we are not supposed to come on the altar for few days. But to our surprise, he came on the altar, I think, after 2 days. And we asked Prabhu, how come you are on the altar? So he said that this lamentation is a matter of consciousness. My conscious, I'm not unhappy. I'm happy that she's freed from all the bodily misery. So why should I lament? So such kind of devotee also there. The material qualities of jubilation and moroseness are present even in demigods. Because just now we have seen that they were defeated, and in the future as well we will be seeing that once they will defeat these demons, again these demons will perform some kind of yagya, Vishwajit yagya, and then they will again attack demigod, and demigod will run away. They will be moros, they will be scared. So this is there among the demigod, although they are very powerful. Who is very highly situated in the upper planetary system? What to talk about us? Therefore, when one is undisturbed by so-called favorable and unfavorable circumstances of this material world, he should be understood to be Brahma Bhuta, platform, or self-realized. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 18.54, Brahma Bhuta prasanna atma na shochati na kankshati. One who is transcendently situated at once realize Supreme Brahman and become fully joyful. When one is undisturbed by material circumstances, one should be understood to be on the transcendental stage, above the reaction of all three modes of material nature. Om Agyan Tirmirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Actually, this verse talks about the point of being titikshva, but I want to talk about when devotees are not titikshva. Actually, I was hearing one lecture that once when Prabhupada left this world, then they were putting him in a samadhi, and Bhakti Charu Maharaj was the one who was not ready to leave his samadhi, because he was not able to tolerate the separation from Srila Prabhupada. It's not like we have to tolerate always, but some kind of thing we are not able to tolerate. That affection, that love among the devotees. If that is established, actually this is the pure love we have in this material world. We say mothers and a child as a pure love. But that also have some kind of, separation, and child is on their own after some time. Mother is also want their own space. But spiritual master and disciple, a pure, and two devotees, loving devotee, have such kind of relation. Once they have that, they establish that relation, they don't want to separate from each other. So then Tamal Krishna Maharaj pulled him out from samadhi and saying, "What are you doing?" And then he ran to the room where Srila Prabhupada was there, and he started crying, and they were talking. Also, I was hearing that Guru Maharaj was mentioning about His Holiness, since Mataji is here. So, the Maharaj, Bhakti Tirth Maharaj was passing away in Gita Nagari, and he is very good friend of, they are very good friend of each other. So, but he called Radhanath Maharaj that, "Maharaj, can you come and spend some time? I am going to pass in 2-3 days. Can you spend some time with me? I am very sick." So Maharaj, since Maharaj was very busy, but he cancelled everything, and he went there to join Bhakti Tirth Maharaj. And he was really very sick. His cancer went into the bone, and he was like, his body was shivering, and he was not able to talk. So Maharaj was saying at one point, like, he was just shivering, and Maharaj was telling him some katha. They were discussing some Hari katha. So Maharaj holded his hand and started chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And then all of a sudden Bhakti Tirth Maharaj started crying and smiling. Maharaj never saw Bhakti Tirth Maharaj crying in pain. But that time Maharaj was crying. He says, there's nothing like that. I'm feeling that bliss, first time ever, the bliss of this chanting more and more, as you are saying, because he was experiencing that relationship with Krishna. Although he was not able to tolerate that excruciating pain he was having. But other than that, he was having that he was feeling that love of Godhead, because Krishna was calling him. So it was just a nice pastime he shared. I think there were other things I wanted to discuss, but since this is a hot seat, so it just skipped from my mind. I think I forgot. Yeah, if anybody has anything to share, please share. Meanwhile, I'm recollecting my thought. Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Even though we're supposed to be happy or sad, we're not supposed to be affected by the things that go on in life, whether you're happy or sad. I have to be completely honest after all these years. Yes, you have your moments where something happens and your heart just almost breaks. And then you have moments where things are so wonderful and it's like, forget. Oh, there was a moment when I was unhappy. But like the winter, happiness or distress, they come and they go. And it's a challenge to be equipoised and to be tolerant of those situations. But it is possible. I can't even imagine the bliss that my Guru Maharaj was feeling and all the excruciating pain that he was having. But he was fortunate enough to have a godbrother, a friend that could be there through thick and thin. And all of us should be so fortunate to have someone there when we're going through our challenges. So it is so important in the process of developing our sadhana that we develop good relationships with each other, because we never know when we're going to need to lean on someone. So it's an ongoing process, and it's a very good topic that you're covering very well. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. And I remember that Maharaj mentioned that since they only discussed Hari Katha during that time, no gossiping, nothing. He was mentioning that we didn't talk about, we didn't find fault, we didn't talk about other things. We were just doing Hari Katha. So he was saying that I felt, wow, that kind of relationship could be also there. That kind of time could also be there with other Vaishnava. He was saying I was enjoying that time. And I remember one thing while you were saying that about Bhakti Charu Maharaj only, that we were, I think yesterday I was reading that Bhakti Vinod Thakur initiated Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur by Narsingha mantra, that he could protect himself by any kind of imminent danger to avoid untimely death and all. So that mantra is still there. And I heard that that mantra was given to Bhakti Vinod Thakur by Narsingha Dev. Please, Mataji, correct me if I am wrong. Prabhupada Priya. So he got that mantra and he initiated his son, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, by that mantra. And he passed it on to, I think, Puri Maharaj, one of his disciple. I'm not sure about his name. And then when that Maharaj was leaving, he wanted to find someone who is very qualified in ISKCON. So he chose Bhakti Charu Maharaj. That he wanted to give Bhakti Charu Maharaj this mantra. But Maharaj was saying that since Indradumna Maharaj is doing lot of preaching, he need that mantra. Actually, I heard this from Indradumna Maharaj, that he got this mantra and he got a lot of cancer and he got cured. He went to hospital so many times, he had surgery and he got cured. And he was remembering Bhakti Tirth Maharaj that if he would have that mantra, he would have also come back from the hospital. He would not have left this material world. But since I feel like Bhakti Charu Maharaj wanted to go back to Srila Prabhupada very desperately, so he didn't want anything which protect this body. That is a loving relationship between Vaishnavas. But thank you all very much. That's all I have for now. I think this is too early to finish the class. Yes, bro.
I'm curious, which mantra is it? Is it like a secret mantra?
Yes. In that Siddhanta Saraswati Vaibhav book, it is mentioned that someone says it's Ugram Viram, but this is not confirmed yet. There is an offering of Indradumna Swami Maharaj. He did not mention the mantra.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I have a question. We're talking about how material emotions like happiness and sadness, they'll come and then they'll go. And like the winter and summer seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And then we say adversely, spiritual emotions or spiritual realization, it's eternal and it never leaves us and it's always there. So I'm wondering, why does it sometimes feel so ecstatic and then other times we feel very like, oh, I don't want to do this. And sometimes we feel, oh, I'm so advanced, and other times we're like, oh, I feel so like fallen, I'm gonna like leave Krishna consciousness or things like that. It seems like spiritual emotions are acting just like material emotions, where they're coming and they're leaving us now, and oh, I was so devotional back then, but I'm not anymore, or things like that.
Actually, this question should go to our seniors, but I would try. And please correct me if I have committed any mistakes in answer. Please feel free to grab mic and chastise me. You are saying this wrong. So when we feel ecstatic and happy, it's like we started getting tears in our eyes. We start feeling shivering, and we feel like, oh my God, this is nothing like that. And after some times, we feel that we are so miserable, that we are not able to do our chanting properly. So this is all, like this ecstasy is because the process is so powerful that we feel ecstatic in that process. We feel happy in that process. This is a potency. But what about our part? what part we have performed in our sadhana. I was hearing my Guru Maharaj that he was saying, but I'm repeating him, this is not my word, please forgive me, that sometimes we do our chanting just to finish our rounds so that we can move on the next thing. Are we chanting, we want to get love of Godhead? If we have that consciousness that this happiness will remain forever, because we will internalize, that's where we will internalize our bhakti, our happiness. And once we internalize that bhakti, then that bliss will be forever. That is a part of sadhana actually. We should not be so worried. When we are feeling that happiness, that means we should be encouraged that this process is working for us. And then we should look forward to get more bliss. And don't worry about the sadness. So it will go away. We are still doing sadhana and it will work. Mataji, you want to say something more? Both of you? Prabhupada Priya?
There we go. Yeah, because we're not on the platform of Nishta yet, we're still Anishtita Bhajana Kriya. So then there are ups and downs. That's one of the characteristics, is that sometimes we feel enthusiastic, sometimes we don't want to be bothered, to do our service.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're in kirtan feeling ecstatic, sometimes we're in kirtan looking at our watch. When is this going to be over?
Yeah.
So that's just normal. For, like you said, we're doing sadhana, we're practicing. We're not perfect yet, we're still practicing. So sometimes we get it right, sometimes we don't get it right. Sometimes we're feeling up, sometimes we're feeling down. But anyways, we just have to keep going. Just do it. Even if we are not feeling ecstatic in kirtan, even if we're not feeling enthusiastic to do our service, just do it and we'll get through this stage. And then gradually after anartana vritti, we come to nishta.
Yeah.
And then we'll always be happy in Krishna consciousness. I mean, there are other explanations. For example, it could be that we've made some offense. Right? So even someone on the platform of Nishta or above, if they offend a devotee, then they're going to feel the effects of that, bad consequences. They're going to lose the taste for service. They're going to lose their enthusiasm. So that's a possibility that we should always be, introspective and alert about. And then another thing is that maybe Krishna is just testing. Is my devotee serving me just because they're feeling happy? What if I take away the taste? Are they still going to do it? So Krishna is testing our determination to please him, our sincerity, that I'm not just doing this for my sense gratification, Krishna, I'm doing it for you. Whether I enjoy it or not, that's irrelevant. I'm doing it for your enjoyment. So so there's different possibilities depending on which level we're at and what our consciousness is and what Krishna is trying to teach us, and different explanations.
Thank you, Mataji. I would add one more point here, that in material world, we should worry about everything. But in a spiritual life, we should only look for the good association. That good association would worry about you. You don't have to worry about yourself. The only worry is to find good association. If we have good association, like Prabhupada, Priya and all, like Mataji, then they would uplift us. Whenever we are lacking, they will say, oh, why you are going down? You should do this. You should not do that. Come on, come and dance. They will pull you. But in material life, it's very difficult because everybody is like trying to pushing you down. Like they are simply attracting you for the parties, for all the nonsense activity which will affect your consciousness and spiritual life. But if you have good spiritual friends, they are no doubt going to save you, save your life. So always be in the association of good friends. Always look for the good devotees. It's not like you should not talk about all your peers and this and that. You should have friends, but always be in a shelter of senior sincere devotee so that he or she can protect you in every walk of life, spiritual life. Thank you. Are we done?
Hare Krishna, Ishwari Kumari, thank you for a very nice class, and thank you for made this be.
It was like not complete class. I'm sorry, I stopped very early.
First of many, many wonderful classes. I'm really appreciating your enthusiasm and clarity, and very courageous. You spoke through all the beautiful points you made. We just recently, Nrita Kishori and I also finished Ocean of Mercy. And so I was appreciating how you brought the point out that the attachment that Bhakti Charu Maharaj had for Srila Prabhupada, he didn't want to come out. And the way you made that point, it was a beautiful angle. And then Tamal Krishna Maharaj pulled him out of there. Yeah. And also the point you made that Bhakti Charu Maharaj could have gotten the Nrsimha mantra, but he didn't want it. He gracefully passed that on to his god brother who could benefit from it. So these were some very beautiful points, and for us to imbibe and having such wonderful examples in our spiritual masters. So thank you.
Thank you for your encouraging words. Actually, your this point reminded me one of the point from the lecture of Jayapataka Maharaj. Yesterday I was hearing his very heavy class on this verse. And when I was hearing it, I was thinking, oh my God, I am so low. I'm not even a aspiring devotee. It was so heavy. So it was, he was mentioning that one of the pastime of Srila Prabhupada, that when he invited Srila Prabhupada for Mayapur temple, so he invited some of his god brothers as well from Gaudiya Math. And nobody said that they will come. And one of the senior god brother of Srila Prabhupada, he was ready to come, but others were pulling him down. He was saying, why you are going? So he was making a point that he was so amazed that why can't they come in the appreciation of the of the success of their god brother, who has fulfilled the point of Shiva, who have fulfilled this thing, the prophecy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I'm sorry, my English is very weak. I just forgot. So they should come to appreciate him, because in a spiritual world, if your younger brother is progressing, you should be supporting, you should be happy. So, but they did not encourage him, they did not come to encourage him. But by hearing this, what you just said, that Bhakti Charu Maharaj set up this example of encouraging his god brother, appreciating his senior god brother, and gave him pass this mantra on, that we should also imbibe this mood, that if someone who is junior to us joining this movement and is progressing, we should be happy. We should not think that he is progressing than us, and he's more progressing, he's going forward, he's getting all those roles, I'm not getting. So this point he was mentioning. So that class was very heavy. But this is good mood to imbibe, that we should be happy on others' success. We should be always encouraging others. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your encouragement.
Jai Guranga. thank you for using the microphone. I wasn't in the temple. I was listening to the class outside, so I experienced what it's like. If we don't use the microphone, there's people out there and they don't get to hear anything. It's just silent. You see the people in the class, but you can't hear what they're saying.
So I was clear enough or not clear enough?
No, I'm just saying thank you for using the microphone.
Okay, thank you.
But what I was asking was, what is about a devotee that makes them so empowered from Krishna?
Prabhuji, you should give your comment. Don't ask me question. I'm not qualified to answer your question.
I'm not accustomed to comments. I always like questions.
You are very senior.
But in Mayapur, I've seen a lot of funerals. It seems like they have one at least once a week, and a devotee passes away, and their ashes are put into the Ganga. But sometimes somebody like Bhakti Charu Swami leaves the planet, and they don't burn the body. They have a samadhi for them. And all the devotees, there seems like a lot, so most of the devotees are very sincere, and I'm sure they all go back to Godhead when they leave their body. But what is it that makes a person stand out so much? That how do they get that mercy, or is it by giving mercy, or what? There's something that makes somebody have a samadhi instead of just being instead of the body just being cremated.
Actually, I was reading somewhere that a soul does not leave body until that body is not burnt. So we are very fortunate if we are burned after we die. And all these acharya, actually that is not the answer of your question yet. I'm just making a point that all these acharya, they don't have to be they don't have to be burned because they are already liberated. And the thing is, who is burnt, who is buried, it is up to them, means like whoever is doing. But who is gone? If they have gone to Krishna, it does not matter for them. Of course, it affects us if they are very dear to us. They are very elevated. They are not given due respect like this and that. We can judge. But for them, they have gone. They have already gone. And I think we should not be worried so much. I don't know if anybody else has any comment on this. Mataji, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. The jiva is already liberated, especially when you speak of Maharaj, Bhakti Charu. It could very well be a matter of preference, but the point is, they're already where they're supposed to be. Whether the body is burned or whether you put it, whether it's cremated or whether it's in the ground. It doesn't matter. But you answered it very correctly. Prabhupada Priya, did you have something you wanted to say? No, I'm just agreeing with you because it was such a very good response. Very good response.
I was thinking that because samadhi means to be absorbed in remembrance, right? I was thinking that those devotees who are put into samadhi, it's more for the benefit of those who are left behind. Right? So most of them are gurus or sannyasis, or Yamuna Devi is there in Vrindavan samadhi. Or at least there's a samadhi for her. I'm not sure if her actual body's there. But anyways, it's like, I think those, I'm not sure exactly what goes into the decision-making process. I'm sure it's not that the devotee decides themselves that I want a samadhi, so make one for me and my, it's decided, I'm sure it's a GBC thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what goes in decision-making, but I feel like if a devotee who has a lot of followers, who's a dikshagu or a shikshagu for many people, and those who are left behind would experience, like many devotees would feel a very deep, painful sense of loss on the person's departure. And if they're just burnt and ashes thrown, then there's like a sense that they're gone, you know? Whereas the samadhi, the body is entombed there. There's like a big, huge monument that's, you know, in a prominent location in the Holy Dhamma or somewhere. Then it's more like you go and visit them, you offer your prayers, you can still serve them, right? Because in the samadhis, it's not just sitting there. Usually disciples or well-wishers go every day. They offer incense, they do arti, they offer boga, they do a whole thing. They're like serving, the service continues. So I think it's more for those who are left behind, and those personalities who really, their departure was very devastating to a great number of devotees. Then they have samadhis for them.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji. Are you satisfied, Prabhuji? Or you have something to say?
Thank you for that answer. I think that's what I was hoping for. I noticed that devotees come and pray to their spiritual masters if they have a samadhi, as if he's still with us. We feel Tamal Krishna Maharaj's samadhi. His presence is there. After all, we offer him food every day. Devotees, during Corona, we couldn't come into the temple, so Tamal Krishna Maharaj's samadhi became the temple. Does anybody remember that? Because it was outside, so everybody could go see him. So the devotees went there and had kirtan and offered prayers. And Tamal Krishna Maharaj's samadhi in Mayapur, as Jayapataka Swami told me, that it's a dwa samadhi.
Which kind of samadhi?
Tamal Krishna Goswami's samadhi in Mayapur is a dwa samadhi, meaning it's two samadhis in one. Because Tamal Krishna Maharaj had a tooth of Srila Prabhupada when he was buried.
Oh, yeah.
So Jayapataka Swami said that it's Prabhupada's there because Prabhupada's tooth is there, and Tamal Krishna Maharaj is there also. So that's a double samadhi, and it's very powerful. One devotee on his Vyasa Puja day was saying that every time he would come from the household area to the temple, he always felt whenever he got close to Tamal Krishna Maharaj's samadhi, which was just along that path, he always felt like he was there. And devotees have gone and pay their obeisances to Tamal Krishna Maharaj's samadhi, and they say that he says things to them. I guess we could think maybe it's just their imagination, but they think that he's talking to them. So that's a good answer, that that he's still with us if they have a samadhi for that personality.
Thank you for sharing, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone, and I am so grateful to all of you to be here. Thank you, Prabhuji, for staying back and encouraging me. Vancha kalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhu bhayabhya patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo.